Number two is that we see that these people tend to have friction with other humans. That could be professional, that could be personal. But what are we really talking about? There are two kinds of friction. One is what I call overt friction. When you're mad, you yell, you raise your voice, you get angry, you frown, you have your brows that are furrowed, and you express anger. And the other person is clear that you're not happy. That's one form of friction. But that's not the most common form, interestingly enough. The more common form of friction is what we call covert friction. So you're mad at someone because maybe they're not performing, maybe they're not getting it, maybe they're not, living by the timelines that you expected, maybe they're not rowing in the same direction, maybe they're not getting that same sense of urgency, but you don't have time to address this or deal with this. And so you suck it up, you stay quiet, you lift up the rug, you sweep it under the rug, and the mound on the rug starts to grow. Initially, you could step over it, step around, but eventually the mound gets so high, it's hard to ignore. And inside of you, that tension starts to really build, and it becomes really hard to avoid or not address. But that takes a while, right? So we're having many, many, many examples and moments of this covert friction or tension until a point of, let's call it explosion, or a point of no return.